It's 11 p.m. The house is quiet. You are sitting in front of a blank screen. That big essay, that work presentation, or that project you've been dreaming about is staring back at you. You've had weeks to do this, weeks of telling yourself, I'll start on Monday, then I'll start after lunch, then I just need to clean my desk first. Now, the future you has finally run out of time. Your heart is pounding, your palms are sweaty, you feel like a failure. You ask yourself, why am I like this? Why am I so lazy? But here is the secret that might change your life. You are not lazy. Laziness is when you have no desire to do anything and you feel fine about it. Procrastination is when you desperately want to do something, but you feel physically unable to start, and it hurts. Today, we are going to dive deep into the science of why your brain sabotages you and, more importantly, how to break the chains of later. We've been taught that procrastination is a time management problem. We buy planners, set alarms, and download focus apps, but these usually fail. Why? Because procrastination isn't about time, it's about emotions. Specifically, it's about something psychologists call mood repair. When you look at a task that is boring, difficult, or scary, your brain treats that task like a physical threat, like a lion in the bushes. Your brain wants to protect you from the bad feeling of the task, so it looks for a way to make you feel better right now. Scrolling through social media makes you feel better for 5 seconds, cleaning your room gives you a small hit of accomplishment, researching a random topic makes you feel busy without being productive. These are all ways your brain tries to repair your bad mood by avoiding the work. You aren't avoiding the task, you're avoiding the stress the task creates. To understand this, we have to look inside your head. Imagine there are 2 people driving your brain. First, there's the prefrontal cortex. This is the rational adult. It lives right behind your forehead. It understands logic, it can plan for the future, and it knows that if you don't do your work, there will be consequences. It wants you to be successful, healthy, and happy in the long run. Second, there's the limbic system. This is the instant gratification toddler. It is one of the oldest parts of the human brain. It doesn't understand next week. It only understands, I want comfort now, or I want to play now. When you sit down to work, the adult says, okay, let's write the first paragraph. But the toddler senses the stress of the blank page and screams, no, this is scary. Let's go check if anyone messaged us. The toddler is much faster and stronger than the adult. It has been around for millions of years of evolution to keep us safe from immediate pain. So, the toddler grabs the steering wheel, and you find yourself 3 hours deep into a YouTube rabbit hole, while the adult sits in the passenger seat, feeling guilty. Why is that inner toddler so scared? Usually, it's because of 4 specific psychological traps. Trap 1. Perfectionism. Many people think perfectionists are neat and organized. In reality, many perfectionists are chronic procrastinators. If you believe your work defines your value as a human, then doing a bad job feels like being a bad person. If you don't start, you stay perfect in your head. Procrastination is a shield. It protects you from finding out that your best might not be good enough. Trap 2. Low self-efficacy. This is a fancy way of saying you don't believe you can do it. If a task feels impossible, your brain won't waste energy on it. You stay in bed because your brain thinks, why bother? We're going to fail anyway. Trap 3. The Zeigarnik effect. Psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik discovered that our brains remember unfinished tasks much more than finished ones. This is why that unstarted project feels like a heavy weight in your backpack all day. It's like having 100 tabs open in your mental browser, draining your battery even when you're not working on it. Trap 4. Present bias. Evolutionarily, humans are wired to value today more than tomorrow. If someone offers you $10 today or $11 tomorrow, most people take the $10. We treat future me like a different person. We think future me will have more energy to do this. But future me is just you, except more tired and more stressed. Procrastination creates a loop that is hard to break. It looks like this. The trigger, you think about the task you need to do. The anxiety, you feel a knot in your stomach or a sense of dread. The escape, you pick up your phone or do something easy to kill the knot. The relief, you feel a little bit better. This rewards your brain for avoiding work. The guilt, 10 minutes later, you realize you wasted time. The guilt makes the anxiety worse. The panic. Now the task is even closer to the deadline. The threat is even bigger. This cycle is why procrastination leads to depression and chronic stress. You're constantly in a state of fight or flight, even when you're supposed to be relaxing. Knowing the science is half the battle. Now, let's talk about the practical, actionable steps that actually work. Step 1. The 5-minute rule. In physics, you need a spark to start a fire. In productivity, you need activation energy. The biggest lie your brain tells you is, I need to feel motivated to start. No, action leads to motivation, not the other way around. Tell yourself, I will just open the file and work for 5 minutes. If I want to stop after 5 minutes, I'm allowed to do that. Usually, once you break the ice, the fear disappears. Step 2. Shrink the task. Never write "study for exam" on your to-do list. Your brain sees that and runs away. Instead, write "read page 12" and highlight 3 things. Make the task so small it feels stupid to say no to. You aren't building a house today, you're just laying 1 brick. Step 3. Forgive yourself. This is actually the most important tip. Research shows that people who forgive themselves for procrastinating in the past actually procrastinate less in the future. Why? Because self-criticism creates more stress. Stress leads to more avoidance. If you spend all day beating yourself up for wasting the morning, you'll waste the afternoon too. Say, I wasted time. That's okay. I'm starting now. Step 4. Control your environment. Willpower is like a battery. It runs out. Don't rely on it. If you have to fight the urge to check your phone 100 times an hour, you will lose eventually. Put your phone in a different room. Turn off the Wi-Fi if you don't need it. Close the extra tabs. If you make it hard to get distracted, you don't need willpower. Step 5. Embrace the trash draft. Give yourself permission to be terrible. Write a trash first draft. Why? Because you can edit a bad page, but you can't edit a blank page. Perfectionism is just procrastination in a fancy suit. Rip the suit off. I want you to take a deep breath. Look at your hands. You are a biological miracle. You are the result of millions of ancestors who survived because their brains were good at spotting danger. Your procrastination is just that, a survival mechanism that is a bit confused by the modern world. Your brain thinks it's saving you from a lion, but it's really just saving you from a spreadsheet. Procrastination does not define your potential. It does not mean you are lazy, and it does not mean you won't succeed. It just means you have a brain that is trying to keep you comfortable. But comfort is where growth stops. The weight of doing it is always, always lighter than the weight of thinking about doing it. The anxiety of the blank page is much worse than the effort of the first sentence. So, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting to feel like it. You're never going to feel like it. Do the thing. Do it badly. Do it while you're scared. Do it for just 5 minutes. The future you is waiting for you to start, and they are going to be so incredibly proud of you when you finally do.